Hi, it's Chef Rick, and today I'm making a chocolate torte. Right, off we go. Saucepan on the stove on a low heat, very low heat. Unsalted butter straight into the saucepan. And now we're going to add chocolate to this, but we're not using a bain-marie, which is where you'll see chocolate over, in a bowl over water. We've put it directly into the saucepan because we're keeping it on a low heat, and we're just going to melt the chocolate and the butter together. That's 200 grams of dark chocolate. I use two different types of chocolate there, but anything over 70% cocoa is what you're looking for. So yeah, choose that. And like you can see here, so it's on a really low heat. You can see I'm just showing you there that the butter and the chocolate is not all melted. As low a heat as you can get, and just keep watching it. Just keep stirring it around. As soon as you see that chocolate has only got like the butter's going to melt first, of course, and then you'll just see those last little bits of chocolate melting. Once you see that, once it's not completely perfectly smooth, but the chocolate's just a few little bits of chocolate left in it, then just move it off the heat. And then the warmth of the pan and the sauce that you've already got is going to melt the rest of the chocolate. There you go. So that's off the heat now. Heat's off. And we'll just keep on stirring it. Don't test whether your stove's on like that. That's ridiculous. But that one's not on. So yeah, just keep stirring it around. And the heat that's in that saucepan is going to melt the rest of the chocolate. You definitely just don't want that to bubble, boil, or catch in any way. You are just melting. Look at that. I can touch the saucepan. It's obviously not that hot. Into one of these cake tins. This is a loose bottomed cake tin. But anything, this I think that's 20 centimeters across, 20 centimeter cake tin. Giving it a good greasing, very good greasing. I don't know if I need to be doing it for this long, but I'm obviously enjoying myself, aren't I? That's just normal butter. All right, that's enough now. There we go. All right, that's it. So a greased cake tin. Into a bowl goes 4 eggs. Now, see that first egg? See that bit of shell? See the bit of shell? To get shell out, here's another top tip. Use a piece of eggshell like that, boom, and see it almost jumps onto it like a magnet. If you use a spoon or your fingers, you'll be chasing that shell around all day. So if you ever break egg, or if you ever break shell into eggs when you're breaking eggs, just grab a bit of the original shell, put it near the bit that's broken off, and they almost like magnets, they just jump to one another. That's 4 eggs, some golden caster sugar, and then whisk. You want to whisk these for around about 5 minutes on a decent speed, because you'll see that as always when you're whisking eggs, they always do something different. But this one, you want it to go look at that. That's after about 5 minutes of whisking. It's really smooth. The colour's just completely just changed. It's gone really light. And yeah, that's the sort of consistency that you're looking at. So you see if that's literally after about 5 minutes of whisking. We're done. So this is just warm now. You've let that cool for obviously a while. That pan will be cool to the touch, and that's just your melted chocolate and butter. Get it all in there, of course, and you can just pour that directly into your egg and sugar mixture. Once it's all in, this is folding in the mixture. A crucial stage. I've left a lot of this footage in. I have sped it up for you, obviously, because it can get very boring. But when you see folding in, do this. Use a thick spoon, or a metal spoon, sorry, a big metal spoon, and just fold it in. Start from the bottom and fold it in up over itself. And it combines everything. You know it's done when it's all one colour. So when it's all gone to the exact same colour, you can see right now it's beautiful, like marble. But the more you do this, the more that chocolate's going to mix in, and you're going to keep the size of it. You're going to keep the air in there. You're going to keep it lovely and light and beautiful. In these moments, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you, if you do like my videos, please click subscribe down at the bottom. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's amazing for me. So please, if you like them, click like, and also click subscribe. I do 3 of these videos a week. Not 3 chocolate torte videos, 3 different cooking videos. You can see now how it's all gone one colour, or it's all getting to that stage. So you know that's nice and combined. But yeah, you folded it in. Just keep working round, start from the bottom, fold it in. You get the idea now. It's definitely getting to one colour, so there you go. So it's still light, it's thick, it's mixed. Lovely. A separate bowl here, I sieve some flour. This is just plain flour. About 40 grams of plain flour. In the description, of course, is the full recipe. And about 40 grams of ground almonds and some salt, just a pinch of salt. So I'll mix all that just to combine it. So that's your almond, flour and salt mixture. Tip that into your chocolate mixture and just like before, fold it in again. Now this one, whereas the other one was really apparent to see when you got it mixed because it all went one consistent colour, this one has got pockets of flour and ground almond in there. So as you're mixing it, if the camera can really pick them up, but occasionally you'll see as you mix around, should have slowed that down maybe, but you can see where there's pockets of flour, and just keep folding it just like you did before. Take your time. This is going to produce a big chocolate torte, an absolutely amazing chocolate torte. So just the extra bit of effort that goes in at this stage, you'll thank me for later. But that's it, all combined. You've got a really, really thick, really kind of smooth chocolate torte mixture, which is now going to be poured into the greased / buttered cake tin. Don't waste any of this. Get it all in there. Obviously leave some in a bowl for you know what later. You know what I mean, just like tasting it. Okay, just whilst I'm messing around here, I'll say it one last time. If you like my videos, please click subscribe. It really helps me. It's down at the bottom. This is a bit arty, a little bit sort of French pâtissier, but I just make sure it's all even. I'm not hardly pressing down there at all. I'm just literally running the spoon around just to form it in the centre, just to make sure that everywhere's lined. In the oven, boom. That's 20 minutes in the oven. Leave that on the side now to cool. So that's cooled probably for about that's probably cooled for about half an hour before I start any of this. And this is might seem like a little bit clever, but this is the only way that you can get this out neatly and nicely. So first of all, turn your cake tin over. Don't forget, this is cooled. This has been out of the oven for probably 20 minutes to half an hour. Over onto a wire rack. You're not going to damage it in any way, shape or form. I'm removing the bottom from my cake tin here. Just ran a knife around the outside. I was worried when I popped this off, but perfect. That's the base of the thing. And then whatever you're going to store it on or serve it on, that's like a cake stand. Flip it over again. You can only be this kind of rough with it at this stage. Look at that. Done. I couldn't get it dead center, but you know, so what? Dust it with some cocoa powder all over. Those fork pricks in the middle are when you test it in the oven, just to make sure that the thing is done, but they get quickly covered and you'd never notice them in a million years when you have a slice of this. Dust it with cocoa powder. Don't forget it's cooled again at this stage. So the first time when we did all that, tipping it out of the actual container, that had cooled then for about half an hour. Now it's probably cooled for another 2 hours before I'm starting to dust it with cocoa. Wipe away the excess just to make it look pretty on your cake stand. And now treat yourself. You've put a lot of effort into this. It's 3 hours later. You ready for it? You know, they say, oh, don't have a big slice. It's very rich. Do what you want. You want a big slice, have a big slice. But yeah, this is probably what I'd recommend. And then there's the test. You lift it out. And you could not ask for a more perfect, gooey, delicious, soft, rich chocolate torte than that. I really hope you enjoy making this yourself. It's super easy. Don't overdo the cooking. 20 minutes max. If you like my videos, click like, click subscribe if you want to see more of them, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.